All right, I am live. Let's try to do this. This is a impromptu live stream, right? I still want you to drop your city and state. We're still going to do the 5 minutes of fame. Let's see how many people join or come into the credit and cash flow room, right? 5 minute countdown time is on a Friday. Doing this on a Friday. So let's get it in. Let's see who comes in. Let me lower this volume a little bit. I have some great news that I want to announce today. So this just is an announcement live stream, right? Just an announcement live stream. Real quick. Some great news I want to share. If you're new to my podcast, right, or live stream, I am, let me adjust this camera, known as the Queen of Credit, or I have been branded as the Queen of Credit because of the results that I get in the credit world, helping people transition from bad credit to better credit, right? From good credit to great credit, right? And then from great credit to using debt or the bank's money or other people's money to get cash flowing assets, right? Right. So I have some cider and not water today, right? Have some cider. Hello, Nyla. Hello to you. Gigi, hello to you as well. Unique Human, hello to you from Cleveland, Ohio. As you all are coming in the especially YouTube, make sure that you hit the like button, the thumbs up. If you're watching on Facebook, right? You're watching on Facebook. Let me know how my sound is too. Give me a sound check. If you're watching on Facebook, hit the thumbs up button on Facebook and share this. Share this on your personal page. Gigi is from Heath, Texas. Thank you, Gigi. Says she sounds good. Chi-Town is in the house. Hello, Sandra from Chi-Town, as we have 2 minutes and counting. Hello, Trey. Hello, Trey. How are you? I have Stephanie says, I bought the credit repair. Stephanie, that's not a complete sentence. So let me know what you mean when you say I bought the credit repair. Let me know, Stephanie, what you mean when you say I bought the credit repair. So we have a minute and counting. Trey says, hello from Edinburgh, Texas. People have so many text messages. Hello, Trey from Edinburgh is in the credit and cash flow room. What a Friday, right? What a Friday. Antoinette Payne. Hello, Antoinette from Richmond, California. Hello to you. Miss Turner or Mr. Turner. Hello from Birmingham. Hope all is well in Birmingham, Alabama. All right. From Birmingham, Alabama. Stephanie says she signed up for, okay, Stephanie, please allow up to 5 business days to get your credit analysis, right? Thank you for signing up for the services. However, I always appreciate a potential customer to help you with your credit and cash flow situation. York, PA, right? York, PA. Hello, Keefe, right? From York, PA. We got Martin. Martin and I was chatting earlier. on my premiere, right? On my premiere, as the seconds count down, we got more from the 𝓲𝓽𝓪𝓷 𝓽𝓱𝓂. And if you're watching this channel, hit that subscription, right? As our 5 minutes of fame has ended. Subscribe to this channel, please. Hit the subscribe button and also hit that bell notification. Tap that bell notification next to the subscribe button so that you can be like Martin. Said he's always the first as you log into my live stream, right? So I got this email today. I am super excited. Could not wait to share this with you all. That I think it's been a year, right? It's been a year that my trademark is accepted. United States of America. The date on it is September the 15th. However, I just received the confirmation email today. And as you can see, it's 𝓲𝓪𝓷 𝓽𝓱𝓸𝓾, right? So this is my trademark registered. The official seal is on the bottom. I am super, super excited about that. The class is credit consultation, credit consulting services, credit inquiry and consultation, credit risk management, credit and financial consultation, financial advisory, and consultancy services, right? First use was in 2019 of August, right? Commerce. And this positions me to begin to publish the book that I wanted to publish, right? I've already started writing on the book. I started on it about 3 years ago during my divorce. And I began to look at the trends and behavior of women in the Bible who were rich and wealthy, and what those women had in common, right? What those women had in common. And I began to spread the message of women that are wealthy. Now, if you are familiar with Bishop T.D. Jakes, it's on the terms of his woman thou art loose. However, this is in the credit and financial world, advisory world, right? So you know Bishop T.D. Jakes is known for the woman thou art loose movement and ministry. And now you have the woman thou art wealthy, trademarked and certified. So that's why I did not publish a book first, because I wanted my name, my title, everything trademark, right? I wanted my intellectual property and my name trademark before I started usage of the name and the publishing of the book. Nyla says, I can't express how much you added to my life, paid my mortgage with Discover card, and it cost me $49. All right, Nyla, for the first time. So paid her mortgage, that's great news, with her Discover card. I don't know if you just paid the mortgage outright, right? Or if you paid the principal of it. However, I hope that your $49 payment on that also save you double or triple the amount. So congratulations. I tell people all the time, you can be credit rich, right? You can be credit rich, meaning that you can use, and let me share this with y'all. Give me 1 second. You can use your credit to create more cash flow in your life. I also have, you are giving, as I send this to my email, I can put it up, a t-shirt design, a t-shirt idea, right? I also have this, and I also have another slogan trademark. Congratulations, Nyla, as it's showing you some credit love. We got Jesus in from Inland Empire, California. Hello, Jesus. And it is the Inland Empire, California, right? So hello, Jesus. I do have another viewer that comes in from Inland Empire, California. Nyla is telling you all, thank you. We have a lot of congratulations in. Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much, family, right? Because as Martin says, Applied knowledge is power. Knowledge is just not power, but applied knowledge, right, is power, right? Applied. Yeah, we got Gwen in. We had a little small side chat today on one of my premiere from Dallas. We got Gwen in from Dallas. And Gwen, I don't know if you just came in, but I was making the announcements that my trademark is official today. I just got the email verifying this United States patent and trademark, that my book title, t-shirts, everything for my upcoming idea. This has been a year-long process of Woman Thou Art Wealthy, right? If you know anything about Bishop T.D. Jakes, you know that he first began the Woman Thou Art Loose movement, right, which began a women's ministry to help women in the church world and ministry world. And so I decided to do somewhat of a spinoff of that and help women in the credit and cash flow world and give them biblical examples of rich and wealthy women in the Bible. And so, right, Gwen is right. It's time to pop bottles. So whether you all are watching this live or in the replay, put some bottle popping. I like the champagne, the green and gold bottle pop emoji if you have the iPhone. Kind of like what Lily has, right? Lily got the popping bottle for me. Balloons and congratulations. So I am so happy. So that's why, yeah, 𝓭𝓪𝓷 𝓽𝓱𝓸𝓾. If you all don't know what Martin is referring to, it's a live stream or a video that I downloaded today that I was teaching the Jackson State University. I know you all are hearing about Jackson State because the football team has a pending contract with Deion Sanders to be the head coach. The sonic boom, right? Sonic boom of the South, and their basketball women's program is making great advances, right? Great advances, and they invited me to do a private Zoom to teach those young ladies and basketball players of how to improve their credit and cash flow. And let me tell you something, people. I love doing it with youth, young adults, ages 18 to 25, because you catch them, or I'm able to teach them in the stages where their mind is still open, their credit is not totally distraught or destroyed, and they can learn to implement these financial strategies and credit strategies at an early point in their lives. So thank you so much. You know, you can prevent trial and error, right? You can prevent trial and error, and you can prevent the error part. You really can work smarter, not harder, if you have a foundation education put in place. If you have a financial foundation education put in place. So thank you all so much. Thank you so much for the popping bottles and the champagne and the congratulations, right? Another thing, let me see if that went through, is still working on it. The book is definitely going to come out. Credit Rich is what I decided to title the book. Has somewhat of a logo. Okay, here it is. It just came up. A logo put in place. This is not the finalized production of it, but this is somewhat. Thank you all so much. Gwen and Jesus are having private conversation. I'm trying to see what they're talking about. I can't apply for $20,000 loans put towards my student loans and start from there. A $20,000 loan, personal loans put towards your student loan, Gwen. Nyla, thank you so much for coming in with the 1999 super chat. Thank you, Nyla. I appreciate your support, Queen. And here is the beginning stages of, I might critique this a little bit, of the kind of like the book and t-shirt design, right? You can see subliminally the double C, all right, for credit and cash flow. So this will be the t-shirt and some with the book design. Showing different ways how people can become credit rich, right? So that will be my book title. Oh, thank you so much, Gwen, congratulating me as well for the $20 super chat. My two queens coming in, and also Nyla for the 1999 super chat, right? 1999 super chat. Thank you all so very much. So it's pretty much going to be my book title. I'm going to teach you ways to use credit cards. Probably get some t-shirts designed with this as well, of using credit cards to become financially richer. And also, let me tell you something, this woman thou art wealthy, this is not talking about spiritual richness, right? This is talking about, we'll discuss the strategies, right? I believe that the Bible is the #1 book on prosperity. Strategies and formulas of what women had in the Bible that were rich and wealthy, right? What women had in the Bible that were rich and wealthy. So this is not a very long live stream. I just want to come before you all and make that announcements. One of the ways you become rich and wealthy, I tell people all the time, is the credit card I continuously get. Oh yeah, more milking credit. We're gonna milk credit, right? We're going to milk credit. I don't know exactly what the super chat is. I think it's the. Let me see. If I can pull it up.
I gotta be careful.
Let me see. I think the super chat, if you push the $ next to the live chat, then you will see the super chat. It's like a $, cash sign, symbol sign there. And once you select that, then you can connect to the super chat. So thank you all again, right? And milking credit. And Gwen and Jesus, I'm not really going to get into your conversation because I don't know who Gwen reached out to for the velocity banking concept, right? But let's stay on the topic of credit rich. Also, this is just some offers that, I get emails like this all the time. How you become credit rich. Earn 25% more points. I got an exclusive offer until 2021. And so this is just saying we're now, Citi Card is offering me more bonus, 25%, thank you points, bonus benefits. I think I've been, it told me a customer or it's card member since 2017, right? Citi Card since 2017. So those are just some of the things that can help you financially and make you richer, right? Another thing, Grant Cardone did a great video today, a great video on how, this is it. Cash flow is king. I want to share some of this with you. How cash flow is king, right? So let me share some of this video with you all. Thought it was great. By Uncle G, right? Uncle G. So let me get this started.
Hey, all right, now this right here. And by the way, I need my bag. I need my black bag. We know what that's for. I need my black bag. We know what that's for, okay? This paper right here, I'm going to count out $1,000. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I had 400 more earlier, but Johnny, my brother Johnny from 𝓭, Johnny the camera guy, he scraped 4 off of me this morning, okay? Now I got some socks. I keep socks over my cash just to throw off anybody jacking with my stash. Keep it safe. Keep it all. See, now you're like, man, Grant, man, get to the point, man. Okay? The point is this. Or the way I grew up, the pernt is this. Cash is not king. There is a king, and it is not cash. Cash is garbage, okay? Cash flow now would be a different conversation. Constant cash flow. Cash is going down in value. In fact, I want to give you something. I did a little study this morning. In 1960, okay, this is a conversation everybody here. If you want to know more about money, you have to figure this out, okay? In 1960, when I grew up, well, that's from yesterday's show, man. That was sick. If you guys missed yesterday's show, man, you got to grab that. Cardone Zone did Young Hustlers, and it was stupid. Go back on iTunes, subscribe, and review it. That show was ridiculous, okay? In 1960, if I had $1,000, and then I come out to 2018, how much money, how many thousands of dollars do you think I would need in 1960 to buy the same services today as in 1960? I was born in 1958, by the way. 8,000. What was the number? Actually, I had the number pulled up for you guys. Actually, it's on my desk, guys. If y'all could pull it up, it's on my desk on a piece of paper. I was getting ready for this show. In 1992, this $1,000, and you take it out up to 2018, you would need $1,744 to buy the same goods and services. Okay, this was $82.69. So now this is really, really important. Don't get lost here. You're like, what just happened here? Okay, I'm going to show you. I'm going to give you a very simple, very, very simple, and I'm going to explain.
Seems like my internet is just sluggish. I'm trying to pause it. Let me play again, see where it go fast.
Explain to you what Warren Buffett says only a handful of people on planet Earth understand. It's called inflation. There's $1,000, and I'm just going to pull off what looks like 8. Yeah, that's 8. I got to add 1. It's short 100. Okay. I wonder how close I am. Maybe somebody can count this out. Okay. Okay. Now, in 1960, when I was 2 years old, this is what it took. You could go with $1,000 and you'd buy whatever: washing machine, dryer, car payments, house payments, blah blah blah. If you wanted to buy those items today, those same items today, this is the understanding of inflation, you would need 8 times the money to purchase the same products. Okay, so what happened? Okay, ask yourself this question. $1,000 in 1960 is worth what today? If I had $1,000, put it in my drawer in 1960, came back 57 years later, 58 years later, and grabbed it, how much money would be in the drawer? Give it to you one more time. I take $1,000, I put it in my drawer. Boom, I slide it in. We lock it. We keep it there in a time capsule for 58 years. When I go back to the time capsule, how much money? Same $1,000 is in there. Nothing happened to the $1,000. You understand? We still have $1,000. This is inflation simplified. This is what they don't teach at school, right? $1,000 in 1950 and 8 is 1960 is $1,000 in 2018. The difference, however, is this bought this product right here, okay? And by 2018, it didn't buy the same product. It bought 1/8 of the products. Okay, now what does that mean to you? That means cash is shit, right? Because what happened to these products? These products went up in price. These products went up 8 times while money went down. Or that went up and this stayed the same. However you want to figure it out. But cash is not king, folks, okay? Cash is not king. In fact, you'd have probably been better off buying $1,000 worth of real estate back in 1960 and getting rid of your dough. Because what do you think that piece of property would be worth today if it was in a decent location? My name's Grant Cardone. You're in the Cardone Zone. We challenge the way you think about the economy, your career, and your finances. And if you don't have any finances, you stay close to me on Fridays, and I promise you, I will get you money.
So I think this freezing up. But I didn't mean to stay on here long anyway. But he broke down that in order for money has to have 8 times, right? Its purchasing power. Money has to have 8 times its purchasing power. And he also broke down that you need cash flowing assets, right? Cash flowing assets. Now, I will say this. I don't think credit is king. Credit is queen in my dictionary, right? In my book, because like the game of chess, right? The queen is the most powerful piece on the board, as so your financial life. The king is the most important. The queen is the most powerful. She can move vertical, horizontal. She can promote a pawn to a king, right? And so such as there are so many different things you can do with your credit in the financial world. You can pay a house off in 5 to 10 years. And speaking of that, Gwen, I don't want to misguide you. If you do not have the cash flow, then velocity banking is not for you right now. And what I mean by that, a lot of people teach that cash flow is whatever your expenses are, right? And whatever your income is. Like, for example, did you all know that 70% of Americans' annual income is $58,000? 70% of Americans' annual income, average income annually is $68,000. Or is it 58? It's one of them, right? 58 or 68, 70%. And a lot of people teach that cash flow is your income, right? Whatever your paycheck is, minus your expenses for that month. But if you look at the word flow, it means currency. So at the end of the month, whatever amount of money that you have left is really just your profits and losses, right? In the business world, they never look at cash flow as the amount of money that you have left over at the end of the month, meaning that if your paycheck is $4,000 a month, you bring home pay, they never say, okay, your expenses is $3,900, so your cash flow is $100. When you speak in terms of currency and flow, you have to think of waters, like water. And cash flow means, how is your money moving? How does it flow? Right? Do you have anything that you're invested in that's bringing money back to you? Or do you have any type of business that when money spends away from you, it flows back to you, right? Cash flow accounts for everything, meaning your expenses, your taxes, right? Grant Cardone went on to say in his video that you should stop looking at your quarterly, or business should stop looking at their quarterly gains and giving it to investors, because your on-hand cash means nothing, because daily it loses its purchasing power. See, banks, right, on average give you 0.128% on a checking account, right, or money market account or savings account for cash savings. So why would you store your money in banks, right? Your money should be moving. Your money should be in assets that's making money. So the very first thing you need to do for velocity banking is look at your profits and loss statement, right? And I tell people all the time, do your due diligence. I give a financial education. I don't give people financial advice, because the very first thing you should invest in is a financial education. Stop taking people's word for things. Let me tell you something, people. Stop taking constructive criticism for people never constructed anything. In order to make velocity banking work, you have to be in the positive every month when it comes to your expenses, your income, and your expenses. You already have to be in the positive, because even if you use your credit cards or a line of credit, that has to be paid back. So velocity banking is for people that have a high income, positive balance, right, on a monthly basis. So you got to be $500 or above, I would suggest, before you even look into that, right? Velocity banking is for people that have positive amounts of money to service the line of credit that they will receive in order to save thousands in the long term, thousands on the interest rates and the years of their loan. So the very first pre-qualifications you have to do for velocity banking is do a budgeting and see where you stand financial wise, and see how positive your money is at the end of the month. And that also includes the calculation of emergencies. It's not just as simple as, okay, Queen, I have this high credit card, I got approved for this line of credit, and I'm going to dump $10,000 into my home mortgage. Well, now you have to pay that line of credit back, right? Or it doesn't work. And you have to be so positive at the end of the month that you can pay the line of credit at the same time that you're paying your regular house note. Because just because you dump $10,000 into velocity banking, you still have to pay that regular house note payments. Because there's sometimes a $10,000 payment towards the principal will not even decrease your monthly house mortgage by $100 or more. Right? This is chess, not checkers. It takes strategies. And I'm glad you're excited about it. But that's why I don't go into detail and try to teach you about it, because the very first thing you need to start with is looking how much of positive, right, you are, right? Are you you are as far as the end of the month of your expenses, and can you afford to pay the line of credit, right? And Gwen said, that's why I'm not your dude. Oh no, man, nothing on the company. Velocity banking is great, right? But you should have some prerequisites before you do that. And that's looking at how much money do I have left over at the end of the month to service this line of credit, to pay it off in full, and how soon do I have to pay off the line of credit, right? And so it entails a lot of moving pieces, and I won't get into that. That's why I just give you all the broad overview. So this is all I wanted to talk about tonight. Yeah, you got to get a financial education. Grant Cardone even goes into that as well. That the very first thing people need to look to invest in is themselves. And people, people don't. He even talks about Bitcoin as well as gold, right? His philosophy on that, I can see if I can pull this up.
We'll get your money.
Where it's not buffering, and we can watch the end. Then I'm signing out.
Right. Okay. Don't go anyplace. You ever wondered how some people just get it? Not good for the investors in order to deliver some good news. You understand what I'm saying here? See, long term, what you'd want to do is you want to get rid of cash. By the way, I was off by $300. I said this pile right here was 8,000. Okay, it was off by 300. Okay, 3.75%, which by the way is equal to what inflation was since 1960. Can you multiply 50 times 3.75%? If you multiply 58 years times 3.75%, you will understand that your money is getting eaten up by the termites called inflation. The financial termite. Okay, all right? So what do you want to do with cash? Do you want to get cash invested? What was Pablo's biggest problem?
Like I told you, inflation is the hidden tax, the second tax. You don't know these terminology, I would not suggest velocity banking for you. You have to know this stuff. You need a financial foundation and education, right?
Dude, it wasn't the feds. Pablo's biggest problem was he was spending half his time. They weren't making coke. When they weren't making cocaine, they were burying dough. What do I do with the money? I can't even get it back into the system, which is the purpose of money. Money, for it to be useful, must get back into the system. They said Pablo was worth, I don't know, billions of dollars. Pablo was worth dirt. His money was in the ground. If you can't get it out of the ground, it's worth nothing. Same problem with gold. Gold is in the ground. If you can't bring it to the store and use it, it's worth nothing. Same problem with Bitcoin. The problem, the hang up with Bitcoin today is this. It's all a speculation. What will it be worth in the future? You can't eat the future, right? You need to eat today. So my point of this is this. With cash, what you do need cash, by the way, to operate on this planet. But what you want is cash flow. Most of you operate with no cash flow. 76% of Americans make $58,000 a year, and they spend $58,000 a year.
Okay, so it's 70% of Americans that make $58,000 a year, right? Yeah, Mar, you can't eat the future, right? Inflation, exactly, is the hidden tax, right? And let me tell you, and this is why I said this, Gwen. A lot of people, and I'm gonna say this like this. When you add a home-based business to your paycheck, and if you are fortunate enough to still have a job during this time, right? You add 20 to 30% of your purchasing power to your paycheck. When you add the home-based business I'm affiliated with, because they have certified consultants with the IRS, you add yourself 20 to 30% of purchasing power, because that's how much more you get out of your paycheck. And when you add 20 to 30% of purchasing power, then you may have positive profits versus losses at the end of the month, right? A lot of people need to start increasing their profits and losses.
They spend almost identical to their basic needs. Now notice, this is a very, very interesting concept. If he goes spend 120 grand a year. It's an interesting phenomenon. Most of the people I've met over the last 60 years of my life, what I find out is whatever they make is what they spend. Money basically moves to emergencies. It moves to places. This is this is not a sad statistic, by the way. This is an interesting phenomenon if you could tap into it. How would you tap into it? Well, but dude, I'm going to get my basic needs. My basic needs are getting met. My house, my car, my groceries, the kids, college. College isn't even a basic need. People fund it, right? Air conditioning. You don't have to have air conditioning, but you figured out how to pay for it years ago. Back in the 50s, you didn't have air conditioning, right? People have figured out how to pay for that. This guy goes over here, his basic needs change. Oh, now I need a country club and I need a BMW, man. And my wife needs some Pilates classes. And you figured out how to pay for it, but you're still broke. So what if we inserted something in here that had a plan for this cash? Remember that $1,000? You think this guy wished he had invested that $1,000 back then rather than earning 0.12% at the bank? This is a mass inflation that nobody talks about in this country today. Saving rates in America. When my mom was putting me through college, helping me get through college, she was earning 10 and 12% of her money. And watch this. This is the banks. This is how the banks have played the game. The banks play the game the same way the oil companies play the game, right? Oil prices go down, gas prices stay the same. Interest rates go down, they lend you money. That doesn't change up here. The lending rates are still high, right? Okay. Interest rates go down. The interest they pay you down here goes down with it. The rate they charge you stays the same, right? And watch what happened, okay? If you had cash in the last 7 years, your earning ability at the bank did this. 0.012% is the national average on a checking account in America. Nobody knows this. Like you go ask 10 people, hey man, what do you think you earn on your checking account at the bank? Ask 10 people. That means you could take 100 grand. I'm sorry, let's take $1 million. What do you think $1 million would earn in 1 year? $1,250. $1 million times 0.012%, unless I'm wrong. You're right. $12,500. Okay, but who's got $1 million? Huh? Okay. Let's say somebody's got $100,000. How much is that now? $1,250. Let's say somebody's got $10,000, which is much more likely. $125 is what you earn at the bank. Dude, how long will it take you just to buy 10,000 by 125 divided by 125 to match that money? You need 80 years. That means if you got $10,000 today, let's get rid of this one. $10,000 today earns $125 a year. You need 80 years to double your 10 grand. Cash is not king. Cash is garbage. So what do you need to do with this 10 grand? Don't leave it in the bank. Invest in yourself. Number one. First thing you should do with cash is this. This is what you should do with cash. Number one, and then we're going to go to a break. Invest in yourself.
And see, this is what a lot of people fall out. They don't want to invest in financial education, invest in themselves. I tell people, right, Martin, the rule of 72 takes up to 80 years for that money to double. Let me see. This is my daily notification. Let me change this screen. My daily notifications of my home-based business, daily notifications of the deposits that I have made, cash flow. This is cash flow. And I invested one time $228, right? No sushi, no one-time payout. a cash flowing asset for one-time investment of $228. And then I protect my intellectual property, right? Protect my intellectual property, my ideas, my businesses. I get them incorporated. I invest more in myself, right? When I got the home-based business, not only do I get direct daily text messages, right, of payouts every day at 4 o'clock, every day. Everyday pay keeps recession away. But then I invest in my intellectual property and ideas. Invest in my, that's why people ask me all the time, Queen, why don't you teach credit repair? Not until I get my letters and everything trademarked, where people cannot take my knowledge, right, and use it without me being able to legally have some rules and ramifications for that. And my letters and my intellectual property. That's why I don't jump when people tell me to jump. I get things protected and copyrighted, trademark, right? That's why I know that it's just not enough to have an LLC and work solo. And I understand that leverage income is better than labored income, right? John Robinson said Black people need to wake up and get literate and find out what real wealth is and how to acquire. Right. Absolutely true. It's time out for making. Michael Jordan is already multi-millionaire, right? Making Jordan rich by buying the latest Jordan, the hottest trends, clothing, buying vehicles without being able to get business tax deduction for them. You need to know the advantages of getting vehicles with a business tax deduction where that money can flow back to you, paying your bills and your home, your internet bill, your cell phone bill, where that money can flow back to you. Again, cash flow is just not about money flowing to you. It's about money that you're giving out, right, into the universe, being able to come back to you in the form of taxes. It's about increasing your paycheck to have 20 to 30% or more purchasing power. What do you mean by that, Queen? I mean that your paycheck is getting taxed 20 to 30%. And the government, the IRS. The only way you can prevent that, right, is to move into a home-based business and get taxed 10%, 20%, meaning that you're bringing 80 to 90 cents on the dollar more home out of your paycheck versus 70 cents on the dollar or 60 cents on the dollar. The very first place you have to learn to increase the amount of money that you're making is from your labor. Then you convert your labor income into leverage income, right? You convert your paycheck into passive income. Now you can have an increase out of your paycheck from $200 to $600 a month. And now you may be positioned for velocity banking, right? Income shifting is simply shifting that money back to you. Well, listen, you all, this was supposed to be a quick live stream. It's 48 minutes in. I'm logging out. You all have a great, great weekend, right? Here's to your, let me see what it has. When it comes to a home-based business, it doesn't matter if my name is in other utilities. That's a great question, Gwen. What are you, the home owner? Are you at the condo? Are you at the apartment? Right? Are you the tenant? You the person paying the rent? Are you the person paying the utilities? Doesn't matter if your name is in it, right? But I would get my name in it, right, to be safe and secure if I was the person paying, right? So you want to make sure that everything is in alignment and it's accurate. So if I was paying the utilities in the bill, then of course get your name transitioned over to it. That's the best thing. And Martin, thank you so much in the 313. Congratulations. Okay, if your money is going into it, then yes. But I would definitely look at getting those utilities transitioned over to make it more secure. Okay, you all, here's to your credit and cash flow. your health and your wealth, your peace and prosperity. Queen of Credit out. You all have a great Friday night.